Wagwan, spiritual speakers. Hope all is well with everybody out there. Shout out to the spiritual speakers. Big up yourself, man. And if you're new to this channel, I appreciate if you hit me subscribe button so you get caught up what's going on with the community and the movement, because this is indeed a movement. You feel me? So I'm gonna get right into the video. I'm not gonna hold y'all too long, man. I got things to do. Me and my wife finna go, I think house shopping actually. Finna go do some house shopping. Then later on we gonna hit the movies and a little dinner movie kind of thing. You feel me? So I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. I do appreciate y'all taking the time out to, view this video right now. So I do want to give my gratitude to you guys who are watching. Thank you so much. We're gonna talk about the full moon that's occurring today, which is January 10th, 2020. At least that's, the date they tell us. Obviously, if y'all ain't checked out my last video about New Year's, it's not actually 2020, but for right now, I decided I had to participate in this matrix in order to escape it fully. I had to, abide by some of the, rules and whatnot like that. So it's also going to be a lunar eclipse as well, if you aren't aware of it. That's happening today, actually. So I'm bringing you out this video, give you a little awareness about it. I've dropped many videos, or at least two, I think. I don't say many, but I've dropped videos before speaking on the benefits of moon gazing and what the moon can do to your spirit and your soul, your intuition, right? Because that's pretty much what it's unlocking. It's basically the feminine energy of your soul, and the sun represent the masculine energy, obviously. So I love sun gaze. At my new job, I get the sun gaze a lot of the time because it's an open field warehouse where I'm at, and about 7:30, 8 o'clock, I just go out and look at the sun. But they got all these little clouds going on right now, man. So unfortunately, you know how that shit go, man. But if you do get the opportunity to go outside and check out the moon, I highly suggest you do it. It's gonna be a very powerful month, very intense. So just again, things to prepare you for it is make sure you kind of go into it with an open mind, an open heart to receive information. If you don't know what you want to do with your life, then simply ask the question to the moon, like, send me a sign, or how do I help connect myself with my higher self, or connect myself to my spirit guides so they can then show me the way. Cause I'm sure you all been in situations where you might have just been walking down the street and you hear somebody say your name, and you like, look around, you don't see nobody. Those are your spirit guides. When that happens, it's time for you to like lock in and really, pay attention to what's going on at that time. You might have been seeing 1111 a lot lately, or just repeating numbers in general. That's you. That's a sign from the universe that you're waking up. It's time to ascend. It's time to pay attention. You're that much closer to reaching your full potential because you're starting to align yourself, whatever your purpose is in life. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Enoch. He's a spiritually woke YouTuber that I watch a lot of his videos, and he's been putting me on stuff like that, and it kind of pushing me to go ahead and do my own research. So I highly suggest you guys do that well after you watch this video. You can go ahead and check him out, man, because I'm not here to steal anybody's viewings or subscribers. I'm always big on showing support to other people. Don't confuse that with dick riding, you know what I'm saying? But I will salute those who are actually the chosen ones, who are out here being God and goddesses. So again, salute to him. But yeah, man, the moon is gonna kind of push you towards whatever you may be like neglecting, or something that you've been putting off for a long time. You think it's gonna take you so much time and so much energy, but it's like, man, just do it. Whatever it is, just kind of align yourself with it. Get it over, get it out of the way, and you'll feel much more refreshed to move on to the next task. Because again, we came down here, we basically descended, we came down to earth for an experience and to live out our purpose. But you can't live out your purpose until you start operating in your higher chakras. The best way to do that is, like I said, to cleanse all those toxins. You know what I'm saying? Stay away from the GMO, whether it be food, the GMO weed, alcohol, all these things that kind of damage your chakras and lower your vibration. Let's kind of put it to the side now, because we're entering the age of Aquarius, like I always tell you guys, where it's the knowing, not so much the believing anymore. We know these things are to be true, so the information is out there. There's plenty of information. I highly suggest you guys YouTube a lot of stuff. Don't really fuck with Google like that, because Google is ran by the mission, obviously, so they can give you the answers they want to give you. I'd much rather go to YouTube, because there's people like myself who are actual real gods out here giving you guys a blueprint of how to escape this matrix. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. So if you are ready, the information out there. But if you're not, unfortunately, it's leaving without you. You know what I'm saying? It's like a train track, and there's the third dimension and there's the fifth dimension, and slowly but surely they're gonna start, separating. So for you guys who are gonna be on the third dimension, it's gonna be that much harder for you to come and catch up to the fifth dimension. So again, this is the beginning of this year. I really hope you guys are doing the inner work to raise your vibrations and get out of this funk that we've been in for the longest. Society's been very sick. You know what I'm saying? There's got people doing all kind of medications, people doing different kind of drugs to deal with their pain versus just going within and doing the inner work. It's harder. I get it. It's very hard to do, but hey man, if I could do it, you guys can. I'm sure I got family members or friends watching the video right now who know the old school and know what I used to be on, and I'm glad to say that's no longer me. So for those people who want to keep you stuck at a certain level of vibration, when you start to ascend, the first thing they say is what? Oh, he changing. Oh, she changing. Well, duh, I would hope so. You want to be the same person forever. That's pointless. What the hell would you come down to earth for if you're going to be the same person the entire, you know what I'm saying, lifespan of your temporary human body? You know what I'm saying? Again, this is just a vehicle. Once I leave this vehicle, I'm going to either jump into another vehicle or I'll be my own God, and I can be looking down and pinpoint where I want to put other souls and other beings, right? We are all, like I said, Africans. We're all from Egypt. If you look at all ancient Egyptians, they have, you know what I'm saying, pictures of people that have even moons on top of their heads or the sun on top of their head, because the moon represents the feminine side of your body, which I think is the left side, if I'm not mistaken, and the sun will represent the masculine, which is the right side. So they're literally charging your eyes because that's the part of you that you need to, you know what I'm saying, have the proper balance with, you know. So as simple as that. That's why they all used to gaze. They were sun gazers, they were moon gazers, they were star gazers, right? Because if you look into it, melanin is actually made up of stardust, things of the universe. So black people, we are the chosen ones, regardless. That's why they try so hard to keep you down, to keep you oppressed. That way you can't ever reach your full potential. Because, you know what I'm saying, then we will be the rulers. But I'm not necessarily saying that's the intention of anybody. But with this moon, it's going to reveal a lot of things to you that you have to do with your personal life. A lot of inward things, like I said, you've been avoiding. You're going to finally have the courage to go ahead and just do it. And you'll feel that much better about it. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, like I said, I got this new job because I knew going into the new year, I didn't want to keep that negative energy of the job I was at before. I'm not saying it's a horrible job, but I didn't feel at peace there. I'm more at peace at this job now because it's kind of straightforward what I'm doing. Like I said, I'm still technically in the matrix, but I'm very aware of what's going on, so I don't get so caught up in the 3D bullshit, I'll say. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all get so affected by, you know, they got the World War III going on. You know what I'm saying? I want to send good energy and positive vibrations out to the people who were in the wildfires, or I don't know if it was a wildfire necessarily, but the fires out there in Australia, because I told y'all how they got lasers, they could literally put land on fire. The people who got killed in that plane crash that technically they said it was an engine malfunction. Again, I don't believe none of that stuff. I don't really watch the news like that. I'm just here to show my, you know what I'm saying, condolences and whatnot to those families who were lost. Unfortunately, some of y'all are going to probably end up going to this war. If it is a war, I don't think it's going to be a war. Me personally, just because we have the power as the chosen ones to say enough is enough. We're not doing that. We're going to push more love out there. And like I said, your emotions are going to start coming up a lot more, especially with this full moon coming up tonight, the lunar eclipse. So if you've been, like I said, in a good place, then you're going to have a lot more probably good emotions coming up. If you've been in a bad place lately, those bad emotions are going to start flaring up a lot more aggressively due to the power of this epic lunar eclipse supposed to have tonight. Hopefully, I'll actually be able to see. I don't know where you guys are at, but I'm out here in Texas, and they got these fake-ass clouds, like I said, so it's been pretty much overcast for like the last 2 days now, I think. So I was able to moon gaze a little bit last night. I just had to like really peek through the clouds to see if it, you know what I'm saying, I can see the beam of light, because again, these are portals. These are light sources. If you still believe that man landed on the moon, I'm sorry, but that's false, man. We've been lied to, bro. Like, you have to wake up and realize that shit's not even possible. You know what I'm saying? So once you start really understanding what the moon represents and how it was created in order for us to find ourselves and, you know what I'm saying, reach our full potentials, then you can use the benefits of it for good versus for evil, or just totally neglecting it like it's just 200 something miles away, like they tell you, and then at the sun, 53 million miles away. These are all things they tell you so you don't have to worry about paying attention to them. They tell you outer space is so big, so far out, so you don't even know if you ever can get there one day, not even realizing that outer space is in here too. Again, because like I told you, we are made up of stardust. We are made up of gold. That's why they want to be like us. We have to stop tearing each other down, speaking to black people especially, and realize we have the power to create the reality that we live in today. It's us. Y'all know about all the Egyptians who lined up the pyramids perfectly to line up with those stars up in the sky that we see. That's not coincidence, bro. We knew what we were doing. So let's get back to creating and stop destroying. Let's get back to loving and stop hating. Let's get back to positivity instead of this negativity. We've got so numb to, you know, deadly or horrible things that, like I said, they posting about World War III, and y'all niggas out there posting memes and shit like this shit's sweet. That ain't cool, man. Like, for real, we have to stop spreading this agenda of just, you know what I'm saying, negativity. People, I remember Ralph Smart, shout out to him too. He's another YouTuber I watch. He said, he made a tweet saying that I pray for a day that people will click on to positive news before they click on negative news. Because right now, if I title this video, I got robbed today or some shit, that shit probably go viral. You know what I'm saying? Versus the moon eclipse and, you know what I'm saying, positive energy you can get from it. People who don't really know what that's about, it's like, that sounds too, you feel me? So whether you want to or not, the spirituality of the people are starting to wake up. We're going to start spreading awareness throughout this world, and we will create change. It's going to be on us. We got to do it ourselves, because we can't keep waiting on somebody else, man. It's going to be on us. You feel me? So again, shout out to the spiritual speakers. Y'all know what time it is, man. Get out there, get you some nature, start eating more healthy, bro, because you start downloading this information. When you have these random thoughts in your brain, that's not, I mean, when you have thoughts in your brain, it's not just a random occurrence. Nothing I believe is coincidence. It's all in divine order. So in order to reach your full potential, to figure out what exactly is you need to be doing, I highly suggest getting outside, man, and just checking out the sky, seeing how, you know what I'm saying, it was created for us to benefit from, not to just ignore it, or not just to, you know what I'm saying, look away from it when it's too bright or it's too whatever. You feel me? So I got a telescope. Shout out to my little brother, man. He got me a telescope for Christmas. My wife actually bought it, but you know what I'm saying? He feel like he did, so big ups to him, man. I'm gonna go ahead and hopefully tonight I can check that out after me and my wife have our little date night and whatnot, and give you guys some pictures. But that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I got for this video, you guys. Hopefully y'all can spread more love. I was gonna drop a video about World War III earlier this week, but it was just a lot going on, and honestly, my heart wasn't really feeling like pushing all that hate and stuff out there. So again, I'm spreading more love, man. I'm just gonna get back to my loving self. And I know I was probably upset in my last. I'm upset in my last few videos, man, because again, like, I don't like people being taken advantage of, and y'all are really out there being taken advantage of, as if you have a choice, but they're choosing for you in a way. So just again, get back to yourself, man. Choose wisely as far as which side you're going to be on, because the spirituality, the spiritual warfare, like I'm telling you guys, is happening right now, man. They're doing their best to split us up, because once the earth does what it's going to do in the next few years, some of y'all not going to make it. So get on the right side of righteousness, and hopefully we can just continue to spread love and repair this earth and repair the universe. I love you guys, man. This has been School Speaks, Mr. Truly Unruly. Take care of yourselves, man. Be a blessing, not a burden. We out here.